Chapter 1: The Little Hero in the Forest, That Unknown World. Leo, a boy of 13, was an ordinary child. His daily life was filled with school, homework, and small jokes with his friends. Yet, deep in Leo's heart, there was always a thirst for the unknown. Like any other child, he loved reading fantasy novels and imagining his own adventures, but reality was always predictable and repetitive. One sunny afternoon, as soon as school ended, Leo headed to the old forest near his village. The forest always offered him both tranquility and a mysterious sense of wonder. The villagers told all sorts of legends and rumors about the forest, but Leo considered them merely interesting fairy tales. The sunlight filtered through the leaves, pouring down like golden fragments, and the birds' songs filled the forest like an ancient lullaby. The scent of the earth mixed with the smell of leaves put Leo's mind at ease. Leo left the familiar path and walked deeper into the forest, where few steps had trod. He pushed through the tangled branches that looked like a maze, and stepped over moss-covered rocks. His heart was pounding. What new thing will I discover today? Leo murmured to himself. An unknown pull, different from usual, was guiding him deeper. The forest grew denser, and the trees soared to pierce the sky. In the dark woods, where even sunlight barely penetrated, something shimmered in Leo's eyes. A faint but definite light was seeping from the deepest part of the forest. It was a radiant light, as if a streak of starlight had fallen to the ground. Driven by strong curiosity and an unknown attraction, Leo cautiously approached the light. Branches and thorns scraped against his clothes, but he paid no mind. Upon reaching the source of the light, Leo found a small clearing. The clearing radiated a quiet, sacred atmosphere, like the heart of the forest. In its center lay a transparent sphere, about the size of a palm. The sphere was clear and brilliant, like a piece of the purest ice, and a soft, white light continuously streamed from within. The mossy stones and leaves around the sphere sparkled brightly under its glow, and small sprites of light fairy-like beings that shone like fireflies danced around the orb. Leo had never seen such surreal beauty. He could barely breathe. This was not a dream. What on earth is this? Leo reached out for the sphere as if in a trance. The moment his fingers touched the cold surface of the sphere, the light it emitted suddenly intensified, exploding into a fierce, dazzling golden flash that enveloped Leo's entire body. He felt a tingling, powerful energy flowing through him. It was a sensation as if every cell in his body was awakening and rearranging itself. Though it was a brief moment, he had an overwhelming experience, where his very existence seemed to be shaken to its core. As the flash gradually faded, Leo cautiously opened his eyes. The surrounding forest was still beautiful, but everything felt different from before. The forest's breath, the wind's whisper, the trembling of every single leaf all felt more vivid, and the most surprising change was in himself. A powerful energy was continuously surging within his body, like a spring. He held out his hand and stared at it. A soft glow, identical to the light from the sphere, was faintly emanating from his palm. It was as if his hand had become the source of the light. Then, an unknown voice reached Leo's ears. The voice was deep and majestic, as if the ancient wisdom that had slept for thousands of years was whispering directly. The sound resonated not in Leo's mind, but in his heart. You have been chosen, inheritor of the light, the one we have long awaited. The balance of this world is collapsing. The abyss of darkness seeks to engulf the world. Use your light to fight the darkness. You are the flame of hope. Leo was swept up in a mixture of confusion and awe. Inheritor of the light? Abyss of darkness? These were words unimaginable in the ordinary world he lived in. But the light streaming from his hand and the new power filling his entire body confirmed that all this was real. He had been an ordinary boy, but the experience he just had clearly told him he was ordinary no longer. He thought that the brilliant sphere he had touched was not just an object, but a magical key that led him to a new destiny, or perhaps even a living entity. A strange courage, along with an intense anticipation for a new adventure, welled up in the boy's chest. This astonishing change came to him less as fear, and more as curiosity and responsibility. Leo followed the light flowing from his hands and took a step out of the forest. His heart was filled with a strong premonition that another world, one unknown to him, existed and that a great destiny was waiting for him there. And so, Leo took his first step into the unknown world. Following the mysterious light streaming from his hand, he walked out of the forest, leaving the woods. A sight unfolded before his eyes that he had never seen before. Gigantic trees soared as if to pierce the sky, and a fantastical landscape unfolded with a shimmering waterfall pouring down a cliff. Even the air, unlike his previous world, was filled with a magical aura. This was the moment he realized instinctively that this was not the world he had lived in. Leo looked around, filled with reverence. The light was still flowing from his hands, but he was no longer afraid. Instead, an unknown sense of anticipation and excitement for adventure welled up. Just then, he sensed a presence from the far side of the forest. With a rustling sound, 3 shadows approached him. Unlike Leo's plain clothes, they were dressed in unique and colorful outfits that reflected their individual personalities. The first to appear was a boy named Oliver. He looked about 15, a couple of years older than Leo, and had a sophisticated, confident demeanor. Water droplets strangely hovered around him. Who was dressed in blue-toned clothes. Oliver scanned Leo with sharp eyes, then casually swished a staff imbued with the energy of water. A small stream of water shot from the tip of his staff, dancing in the air. Who are you? I've never seen a kid in clothes like that in this forest, Oliver asked, his tone nonchalant and chic. There was a slight hint of wariness and annoyance in his voice. Following him was a girl named Liam, appearing to be about 13, Leo's age. Liam had braided brown hair and wore a mysterious outfit that harmonized blue and green. A delicate bow, seemingly made of tree branches, was in her hand, and tiny blades of grass seemed to sprout with her every step. Unlike Oliver, Liam looked at Leo with warm, gentle eyes. Are you hurt? This place can be dangerous. Are you lost? Liam asked in a worried voice, taking a step closer to Leo. The aura of the forest seemed to emanate from her. Lastly, popping out from between them, was a mischievous boy named Ethan, appearing to be about 9. Ethan had a freckled face and playful eyes. He wore dirt-stained brown clothes, and in his hand was a small hammer, the size of a young child's forearm. Ethan immediately approached Leo with eyes full of curiosity. Wow! Light is coming from your hand, big brother. That's so cool. Are you a wizard? Ethan tried to grab Leo's hand, and Leo, flustered, pulled his hand back. Leo was overwhelmed by the sight of these strange children surrounding him. They all looked like characters from the fantasy world he imagined, especially the magic they used so casually froze Leo. He didn't know how to explain the light flowing from his own hand. I'm Leo. Where is this place? Leo finally managed to speak. His voice was laced with tension. Oliver noticed the faint glow on Leo's hand and raised an eyebrow. Light from your hand? Wait, are you one of us? For the first time, his tone held interest. Liam focused on Leo's hand and smiled. I don't feel darkness. Instead, a bright and warm aura is here. Perhaps you are a guardian, too, like us. Ethan was already pressed close to Leo, looking intently at the light coming from his hand, finding it fascinating. Wow. It's real light. I have the power of the earth. Do you have the power of light, big brother? Leo tilted his head at the word guardian. He knew nothing. Just then, an unknown roar echoed in the distance. The ground shook, and the trees in the forest began to sway violently. Dark clouds quickly gathered in the sky, instantly blocking out the sunlight. The ease in Oliver's face vanished. Damn it, has it started already? Is the shadow of Thanatos reaching here? Liam's expression instantly darkened. The spirit of the forest is in pain. This is clearly the aura of darkness. Ethan gripped his hammer tightly and scanned the surroundings. No. The monsters are going to appear again. Leo was confused. The words Thanatos, aura of darkness, and monsters instilled fear in him. He didn't know what they were talking about, but he could sense the gravity of the situation just from the unsettling atmosphere, and the children's tense expressions. Come on. We don't have time to stay here. Oliver grabbed Leo's arm and started running quickly into the forest. Liam and Ethan followed him. Leo, bewildered, ran after them. His heart was filled with fear, combined with the anxiety of not knowing what awaited him. In the unknown world he had just entered, but the light flowing from his hand was still warm, giving him a vague belief that it would protect him. Leo was no longer an ordinary boy. He stood at the starting point of a new adventure, drawn by an unknown destiny.